YouTube, Mad Dog here. Welcome back to my channel. So this video, just a quick one. It's a basic animal stroke bird trap, like a sprung loaded snare trap design. Very simple, very easy to make, very easy to remember. So for me that's a big advantage. I'll just pan you down a little ways, just in the background before I do so. Hopefully, as you can see, this bent stick here, it's meant to represent the sapling or the engine to provide the lift for this trap, so bear with me. I'll just pan you down a little ways, and there's the actual setup itself, just in camera shot here. So what we have a trigger stick, a stake driven into the ground. This loop here is just a Y-shaped piece of woodage that I've cut off and driven into the ground. On the end of the engine there is a piece of cordage with a toggle, and that is basically run through the loop, the wooden loop, and that's what bears the load and creates the trigger. On the end of the same piece of cordage which comes down to provide the engine, I've just then simply tied off a simple snare and laid that over the trigger stick. Obviously you would now bait in and around that area, and hopefully I'll just get back up a little ways here and try and demonstrate this. Hopefully said creature will come along and get snared up in the trap. So I'm just showing using pink paracord so it's visible. It isn't the best and most effective, as you can see, and the snare that I'm using, it's only a makeshift lash up loop just to demonstrate the method more than anything. My trigger stick's gone flying across over there somewhere, so I'm going to cut back, reset it, and we'll have another go. Stay with me. Okay, I'll just bring you all in a little bit closer. It is a simple one, but it's nice to have a good clear look round. So from the side you can see I've got a good gap there from the ground to the trigger stick, so this can either be stepped on by a bird or animal to trigger it. So there's the stake, the end of the trigger stick, got a pointer here going across. There's, I'll just pan back, there's the snare sitting across the what would be the baited area, moving down to the bottom end of the trigger stick, right on the bottom of the toggle, which as you can see is sitting behind the Y or the U-shaped piece of wood that I've driven into the ground, just there. There's the toggle on the back side, dead simples. Like I say, similar to the Paiute deadfall trap in its trigger mechanism, and then cordage going up to the top of the engine, whether that be a deadfall weight or a sapling, etc. And that's basically it. That's a dead simple easy one. Okay, I've refound the trigger stick, so I'm just quickly going to show you how to set this simple little trap. Obviously there's the loop of wood, the fork of wood I've driven into the ground. The stake back here which determines the length of the trigger stick, which will span that gap, and then from the top of the engine, the sapling, we bring that down to create tension, and the little toggle here, which is tied to the same piece of cordage, goes through the loop, through the fork, and the trigger stick is then applied to span the gap. The snare or net or whatever you choose to use is then placed across the trigger stick area, which would be the baited area. Poor demonstration of a snare, I know, but this is just a demonstration to show the method, so bear that in mind please. So then obviously the little critter would come along, and if the snare was decent, would be lifted up, dangled, and waiting your dispatch. So you've got yourself, whether it be a bird or a small critter, quite an effective little trap and a dead easy one to remember. So dead simples. That's pretty much how we roll over here on the Mad Dog Survival channel. Everything that's simple is usually easily remembered and is usually effective because of it. So anyway, I hope you find some of these little ideas useful. Go out and try them by all means, but like I've said before, please be responsible and never leave them set. They are indiscriminate, so take care out there. See you all soon. Mad Dog signing off. Yeah.